So you don't want to be like BP. They had an explosion at an oil derrick. 11 people lost their lives, and millions upon millions of gallons of oil spilled into the Gulf of Mexico. And the CEO and leadership team, but especially the CEO, the chairman, gave several statements that were, uh, how do you describe it? They made it about themselves. They gave flat-footed, insensitive, and downright deceptive statements since the explosion of that Deepwater Horizon oil platform, which killed 11 workers and was the largest oil spill in U.S. history. So the CEO said things like, "There's no one who wants this over more than I do. I'd like my life back." Certainly something very insensitive, especially since people actually lost their lives. And the Gulf of Mexico is a very big ocean. Well, first, it's not an ocean. And secondly, he was trying to minimize what happened. It was a bit bumpy to get it going. We made a few mistakes early on. And he was referring to, at that time, there were fishermen and people, civilians who were trying to help, and BP required them to sign waivers to say that they wouldn't sue BP if something happened or they got sick later. And then when there's some people who were complaining about their illnesses, he responded, "I'm sure they were generally ill, but whether it was something to do with dispersants in oil, whether it was food poisoning or some other reason for them being ill." So here he's trying to distance what happened with some potential blowback from the locals. What the hell did we do to deserve this? And then the chairman said, "I hear comments sometimes that large oil companies are greedy companies or don't care, but that is not the case with BP. We care about the small people." So yeah, those are things that you don't want to say. You don't want to come off being insensitive. You don't want to come off being tone deaf. Uh, you don't want to come off being ridiculous. You need people's trust in a crisis.